Hi guys, Chox here. Welcome back to the Basics playlist. Let's get to the table and see what tool we're having a look at next. Welcome back to the Basics. We are looking at turntables, also known as decorating wheels. So there are many different varieties of them out there. I have two that I've purchased. I have two that I've purchased. This is a Wilton one, and it's rather low to the ground. It's kind of loud and shaky when you turn it because of the bearings in there, and it's always been that way for me. So not my favorite one. It does the job. So I've also bought the Cake Boss Pedestal cake decorating turntable. I like this one better because I can get my hands underneath it. See, like that, I can get my hands under it, and it stops and goes. All right, so it's very smooth as well. You can see my cake decorating lines from my palette knife hitting it, but it's very smooth to turn. Now I look for that in a good turntable. You can also get metal, heavy metal ones from Icing, but they're very expensive. So when we're just starting out cake decorating, either one of these is fine. I would recommend the Cake Boss one. I picked this one up for like 20 bucks. Just because it is higher, it's smoother, and you have the turn or not option with it. Now with my little guy here, I've also gotten one of those little pads. Be honest here, I've gotten one of those little pads that I put on top so that the cake doesn't slide off easily. Oh, puppy. All right, so the good thing about these turntables is they will both hold a quarter slab cake or a half slab cake. And now another thing I do is for my round cakes, I'll use a bowl lid, like a lid for a bowl, especially if I'm doing whipped cream, because then it has an opportunity to catch and not run anywhere. Those actually work really well for decorating a 9-inch cake, 9-inch round. I do it all the time. So if you have like a Lazy Susan, one of those things that go in the middle of your table, you put your appetizers in. If you can make that flat, that'll work. If you don't have a turntable, you can always just flip a cake pan over, okay? And you can use that to decorate. You'll have to manually turn it, but that's no big deal. It is really not a big deal. See, you don't have to go out and buy the best of the best in order to decorate a really great cake. All right, so there's my tips on turntables. Make sure it holds your cake board. Make sure you can work with it. And it's nice and smooth for you. Like this one is not my smoothest one, but that is okay. That's okay. And then yeah, be creative with what you use also as your cake board's on top. You'd be surprised what'll hold a cake really well. All right. I'm going to leave a window up here to take you to the next video, which is all about the palette knives. This is just the intro session. We'll get into how I use them and show demonstrations of using them in the next playlist. Okay, here we are. Click that little box. It'll take you up to the palette knives.